Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Grand Spartan here to take on another day. This beautiful game. We're going to take our little mining vessel out for a spin today. Tell you what we can do here. We don't have a whole lot of hydrogen to play with, but make sure have this thing fully stocked. Well, let's put this in here first. Stick it over there, and we're making rockets for our other ship. We want to make the large fuel cells. Now, I think I have to go to the advanced constructor in order to do that. Yes, I do. So promethium pellets and hydrogen bottles. Boy, it takes a lot of hydrogen bottles to make one of those. So we can only make 3 with the little bit that we have. Let's take our promethium ore and stick it over here. Let's just go ahead and click on 10. It'll be creating some of these things. It's an expensive fuel, but it lasts for a long, long time. I want to... It would take the large fuel packs and stick in here. Make sure that does not run out. We're going to take some fuel with us. We have food on us. We need to suck up a little bit of air. Is there anything else I need to be making here? Okay, so we can't make any more rockets. Might as well stick these in our vessel over here. I had found the ammo box somewhere, but I guess we'll just do it this way. Access. Alright, now we have some rockets to go along with that bad boy. Okay, fuel tanks are already full. So first thing on the list for mining, we're going to head over to magnesium. That's all the way... Oh, it's right there. No, silicon, magnesium, right there. So hopefully we can get through this water and back through this little alleyway here. Nice, excited about this hovercraft. This is good stuff. Make sure we can get ourselves plenty of magnesium for the ammo that we're going to need to create. Well, look at that. Look at the size of that area. It will drill out quickly and efficiently. We get plenty of stone for concrete to expand our little base. Make sure I chew a proper size hole here. This stone to get in and out of so we don't get trapped, because that is a possibility. Certainly don't want that to happen to us. Might have to get the drill in the front to get that other piece that's sticking out there. Let's see if we can drill this one down so we'll have that to deal with. Maybe we nip it off right there. Alright, now time to get to business here on this magnesium. So we're going to get a good bit of stone along the way while we're doing this, and that's fine, because I'm going to need a lot of rock dust moving forward. We're going to need a lot of concrete as well. On this planet, at least, I don't feel like I'm going to be pressured into needing to make my base out of anything more than concrete, because it's not going to be under siege by anything more than a drone, and the gun pretty much takes care of all of those. We go to other planets, though. I might have to do a little research. I know the other planets are more difficult, so we might have to see what difficulties we're up against. I have seen troop transports. I do not know if those troop transports will come to your base. I know at one point Old Crow and I were on a capital vessel, and here comes some troop transports, and I said, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. He's like, yeah, but they're going to board the ship. I was like, what? And then we scrambled quickly, and capital vessel was able to, with some handy maneuvering, able to take that troop transport out, so they were not able to board us. But I don't know how that works. You know, maybe I need to get on YouTube a little bit myself and do a little research and see if in fact those troop transports will come to your base, and if they do, then like I said, I don't think there are any on this planet, the starter planet. Maybe there are, but I know for sure other planets are going to have stuff like that we're going to have to go up against. So I need to press O and get myself situated straight again, and I need to take this out. Alright, there we go. Now this is how you mine, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lot better than that little handheld device we were using up until this point. I'm not going to be here much longer. I think already I've probably already accomplished 20 times the amount that I could have with the handheld in ore gathering, and we'll use what we have to go ahead and make the ammo for our ship, rockets and things like that. Just really mostly need it for the future. You know, I don't plan on doing a whole lot of POI raiding at this point. We will here soon. I want to have that ammo on hand when we do that. Abandoned Mine was not quite as ammo heavy as I had anticipated it would be, so we were able to get by with just our basic weapons. Now having that epic gun, you know, helped in that, but man, look at that ore just disappear and go into our cargo bay, storage bay. It's a beautiful sight. We'll make a little ramp going up there. I'm gonna spin her around and take this little lump off here. And then we're gonna go up top and we're gonna see what it actually did in that short bit of time mining down here. So let's go ahead and get it even all the way across here. Now we're going to make ourselves a ramp to get out. Might as well make that even across the whole face of this as well. And then we're going to go get some other ores. You know, I think I researched the auto miners, and we probably need to hop on our small vessel and go out and see about placing those. So let's jump out the vessel. Do I still have my helmet? Okay. Okay, so nothing in that cargo box. Boy, I hope it didn't just dump it all. There we go. Look at that. 2,000 and some change on the magnesium ore. What an excellent little vehicle this is going to be for us to mine all of our necessary ores. We can hit the iron, the silicon, everything that we need, and when we do have the opportunity, we make that capital vessel, I can just dock this little sucker right inside of it. So let's set her on down, power off. I'm gonna take our ores out, and I might as well switch everything over to the advanced constructor, the this type of ore. We can use the normal, the large constructor for some smaller things, just like the crushed stone. But I say I go ahead and stick some of this stuff in the better constructor. Certainly going to make things go a lot faster. We'll leave the crushed stone over there. Hardened steel, core, all of that stuff we can stick in the other one. We'll get all that sorted out eventually too. All of our ores, now our ingots. Nice. All right. Good stuff. Excited to have a few fusion cells here. We're going to need more of that, so I'd say let's go get more promethium. I also need to make, let's click on this here. I need to make a couple more of these. Let's make 3 more. What does it take? Okay, it's just standard materials. But we're going to need more iron ore. We are out of iron ore. We do have a lot of ingots. Promethium's probably top of the list for fuel. What else are we going to need for the auto miner? Power coils. And the power coils take something that we do not currently have. Zescosium and Restrum. Yeah, so probably going to have to go take on some POIs to get that. So it may be wise for us just to create some more rockets. We'd probably take the rockets that we've already created and go start taking out a POI somewhere. Let me get these placed. Do I have fuel? Yes, I do. Let me get these in the water. You know, I don't know if these have to be placed in the water at all. I think I can put these anywhere. Someone might be able to tell me that. Some of you who are further advanced in the game than I am. I thought for sure I had to put them in there, but I may be wrong about that. So let's get these bad boys fueled up. Each one we're going to need. Promethium is probably first on the list because we use it for so many different things. Oh, we don't want to do that. So while we're in the mode and using our new miner, promethium, so we have some there and some there. Right on the other side of this mountain, we can go around and boom, take that out. Also, I can go back to that abandoned mine, especially when we get to the point to where we want to build a decent-sized vessel, most likely the capital vessel. Then I can go back over there and scrap a lot of that stuff. Can we take down a tree with this thing? I can't take down a tree with it. I noticed there is a harvester module for this thing, and I wonder exactly, can we take down a stone with it? That's the next thing. No, we can't. I wonder if the harvester module, exactly what that does. Will it take down vegetation like this? Like I just did? Or is it just for things like corn dogs and plant fiber? Oh, that gun's firing over here. I hear the pitter-patter of little footsteps coming my way. Let's get on out of there. So not really sure what that would be for. Like this plant that I'm running over right there. Maybe just drive around and scoop that up. I guess it would save time to just drive around over all of that stuff instead of having to get out and pick it. Of course, it only takes a moment to just run around and scoop all that stuff up, but my guess is that's what it's for. Okay, those are just harmless. Okay, so we're aiming right at it now. Because there's the abandoned mine. And there was so much we left in there as far as the hard steel plates and all of that goes for the combat blocks, combat steel. So let's go ahead and get ourselves an entry point for this promethium. Now we are going to harvest just a load of this stuff. So we're going to probably use more than this than maybe anything else with all the fuel that we'll need to make. I don't know. I know you use a lot of iron too, but this stuff is going to be very, very important. What a well thought through game. This is having a vehicle that can do the mining like this. It's just, if you follow me over on the 7 Days to Die videos, Let's Play and base builds, you know I do a lot of mining with the auger and a pickaxe. And so boy, I just am overjoyed that there is such a vehicle in this game that can do that and just gather mass quantities of ore instead of having to sit there with, well, an auger in 7 days, but with a drill, handheld drill in this game. This is just incredible. I bet you we already have like several hundred, you know, 500, 600 ore just from this little bit of time here grinding away. Only thing this does not have, it's like a gun, you know, I don't have any type of gun on it, of course. I don't think there's going to be any immediate threat. If a drone comes up, we just hop out, pop it with our assault rifle or something. But very soon, I need to go look for some POIs outside of that abandoned mine that we took out. I need to find some of those and go inside and start scavenging, much like we did the other ones, but like the village and whatnot. But these are going to be armed. Epsilon and some of those bases that I found, some things like that where I know there's probably good stuff inside, but you have to fight to get it. Take the gun turrets off the outside, and rockets are very good for that. You're probably going to laugh at my technique for doing that. I'm not very efficient with it, but let's take out this hump is kind of holding us up here. Let's back out of here a little bit. Well, that animal's just sitting there spinning around in that hole. Hopefully mama animal doesn't get upset. Come down in here too. Well, you know what? That's gonna mess me up. I don't think I can go through an animal. Just chewing right through this promethium ore. Yeah, I've been looking through the prefabs in this game that you can download off the workshop. There's some pretty cool stuff out there. A friend of mine was telling me about one the other day, and I checked out. Of course, I'm very satisfied, at least with this particular ship. Very satisfied with the design. Even has the upgraded laser version of the mining drill on the front of it for picking off little spots. And if you don't know about that, let's see. I don't know if I'll be able to use it down here at the angle that I'm at or not. Let me try real quick. Let me get up here, kind of level out a little bit. Press P, go down to, where are you at? No, I'm looking right at it. Harvester. Drill turret. Access. Yeah, look at that. That scoops it up pretty fast too. It's a shame you couldn't have like 6 of these on the front and control them all at one time, but I do believe that the maybe someone knows, could tell me, these only harvest one at a time. You can only control one at a time. Alright, so let's clean up a little bit of this. I think we've gathered enough promethium for right now. Hold us over. Certainly are going to need more in the future, but right now we're short on nitrogen. Or hydrogen, I'm sorry. We're short on hydrogen to make the large fuel tanks that, fuel cells that we'll need moving forward. So, we can kind of clean up this side a little bit while we're down in here. Scoop all of that up. But you see how easy this is. I told you last episode we'd take a look at the mining vessel and take it out, gather some ore. And man, you just, you know, that's as simple as it gets right there. It's very easy to control too, you know, it doesn't, I made one of these on the server when I first started playing and kind of getting the hang of things. And the one that I made was not very easy to control down in the hole. Like it was easy to kind of get stuck or turned around or whatever. But this one, not at all. Very easy. We won't even worry about looking to see what kind of ore we got out of that. Let's take a look at the map. There's cobalt. We're certainly going to need more cobalt. There is the iron right by the base, the silicon. I guess we're so close to the cobalt. Let's just get a little bit of that to make some more bars. I used almost everything up to make this vessel, so I need to restock on all of our ores. Make ourselves an entryway to get down into it. Kind of give us a nice large opening. I don't want to get caught in a hole here that I can't get out of. A lot of stone here too. Should have had that processing into rock dust while we're out here doing this. There we go. That's how you get that one. So you got that one right there that we can't really reach. It's going to cause us problems if I don't get rid of that. It's going to hang us up. Let's see if I can back up here, get on the lip of it, and take it out with my this bad boy. Nice. Doesn't have a super great reach on it, but nonetheless, it's very potent. Get ourselves a little bit more of an opening. My worry is that I get this thing stuck down in a hole and can't get out. Of course, that did happen to me before using one of these things, and I was able just to tunnel at a slight angle, make a long tunnel, and get up that way. Of course, the one that I was using then was one that I created, and it wasn't very efficient at turning and maneuvering. And this one is, so I don't think we're going to have much problem with that. But alright, let's dig into this cobalt. Look at all that dust fly. Let's get it all off the walls. I don't know why it's wanting to turn up on the side. So this is how you would gather enough resources to make a large base or a large ship. You get yourself one of these mining vessels and just go to town like we are right here. And in no time, you just have thousands and thousands of ore to process into ingots. As if you notice the prefab that we looked at before, the prefab capital vessel, maybe we glanced at, or base, all of that just takes some of them, tens of thousands of ores to make. And if you're new to the game, you're probably like, well, how in the world that would take forever to collect that? But you see now, after watching this episode, it absolutely does not take that long to collect enough ore to make a tremendous amount of ingots. we won't get too crazy with the cobalt. We'll just get a little bit more. Oh, don't flip over on me there, baby. Come back. There was not that much cobalt down in this hole. It says 15% ores left. Let's just get this last little bit of 15%, and then we'll be done with it completely. We'll come back to it. You know, we could leave just a few percent and then stick an auto miner up here on top of it. And my understanding of the auto miners is as long as there's just 1% of ore left, that auto miner will sit there and mine the ores. Look at how easy that is to maneuver your way out. That auto miner will sit there and get all the ore without taking any percentage off of it. So it'll basically, it's makes it an infinite amount of ore in any node. So maybe we do that. We save that last couple percentage there for the auto miner and come back and place one down on it. I can't see anything where I'm going here with all the trees, the brush in front of us. There we go. All right. So we're gonna make our way back over to the base. Take a look at where we're at. Need to eat. Need to get some oxygen. Need to put some oxygen in the tanks here as well. Make sure I'm not wearing my helmet. No, I'm not, but I am in this vessel even though it's an open cockpit. Oh, did you see that bullet come by my head? Trip plays on the Empyrion server would have said earlier she died from one of her turrets firing at some creature. Alright, let's jump out, see what we were able to gather. Nice. Ton of promethium and almost a full stack of cobalt. Our garden is ready for harvesting. So we'll have enough promethium to now make a bunch of fuel. Let's restroom. I don't have enough of that to make anything. Let's just make 100 of that. Turn my light on so you all can see. There we go. All right. Stick this in here, and we're gonna make rock dust. Let's make 1,000 of that. And actually, you know what? Look at the restroom there. How did I leave that behind? I think I was scrolled down like that, and I didn't see that top bit. Let's take that over here and stick it in. Probably should relocate like so. Or we're so fortunate to get all of these flux coils and advanced CPUs and all of that stuff that we got. Neodymium. Alright, let me look at the prefabs here. So, capital vessel. Neodymium, Sathium. We can get Sathium from going to the asteroid belt if we're fortunate enough to find one. Now I think this one is the one that I built on the server. Neodymium would be the thing if we could find. I tell you what, let's go to outer space, take our first trip to outer space. We can gather all of this other stuff, no problem. The Sathium and the neodymium. Let's see if we can go to outer space and find a couple asteroids to mine. We still have a decent amount of time here in the episode. Let me get a bit of oxygen. Let me look in the refrigerator. You know what? Let's not do that yet. Let me What's the Parish time? Oh yeah, 3:08. Still plenty of time. We'll take 8 around on us. We have our emergency rations, so just in case. We have some extra. I need to stick that silicone in the constructor too before we leave. And we're going to take our good fuel cells with us. Maybe even stick those in our ship. Mining drill charge. Okay, so we have our drill charges. Just want to check everything before we go taking off into outer space and make sure I have all that I need. I probably don't need these fuel cells. We can stick them in the storage here. I think that's all. I think that's all we need. Mining charges, drill charges, I mean. Let's make a few more drill charges for when we get back. We'll just have those ready. It's going to be under ammo. Let's make 10 of those. Alright, good stuff. Check the old fuel tanks. Make sure we're good there. Tell you what we'll do. We'll stick one of those big boys in there in that empty slot. Good. Good to go. So this will be our first trip to space here on the Let's Play. That's exciting. Be happy to go into outer space and check that out. Especially if we're fortunate enough to find an asteroid that has neodymium and sathium. May have to go to the moon. May also have to hit some POIs in order to find that kind of stuff. But either way, yeah, we want to make sure we can get plenty of it. So that's lake with the thing in the middle of it, the little island. All right, outer space. Now, hopefully we don't come across any alien vessels out here. And if I do, hopefully we can outrun those suckers. Let's go around this asteroid belt and see what we can find. I see something straight in front of us here. I don't know what that is, if it's sathium or what that might be. Now, I'm also a little questionable. Let's look at the map here. Oh, it already tells us we're close enough. Sathium. I've never tried this, so I don't know exactly how easy or possible this is going to be to do. Let's turn our jetpack on before we even get off. My thought is that the only mining of an asteroid I have done is on a capital vessel. Now, there's something out here. There's something close. What is that? We better switch and reload our rockets. That's a space drone. I wonder if we can take that thing out. Watch us die here. I'm gonna feel like a fool if I die from this thing. Is he like just sitting on the side of that asteroid? Whatever he's doing, we're gonna light him up. Let me get up on top of him and come down. So my effective range is 700 meters. So we're getting close to that 700 now. Hopefully he just sits there and sitting duck. Am I not seeing the graphic right on that? Is he not? Is he on the other side of this asteroid and I'm just kind of seeing through it or something? No, that's him right there. I don't know if the game is glitched. I mean, maybe some of you have seen something like this. I don't really know. back up a little bit. I'm pretty close to be firing rockets at something. Is he dead? Can we loot that? What happens if we dock ourselves right here next to him? Alright, please don't float away, spaceship. I would hate to have to chase this thing into... Oh! I need to throw on our helmet. Oh, it is! Oh, he's dead. Look at that. Power coil. Nice. I don't know if we killed him or if he crashed into that asteroid and he killed himself or what. But, hey. Free loot. I'll take some free loot. Of course, it really wasn't free. I used a bunch of rockets firing at that thing. So hopefully... I don't know much about being in space. Would you jump jet? If it's possible, though, I think I'd like to land on this asteroid next to the one that we're mining on and shoot over there with my jump jet, if that's possible, because I'm worried that if I start mining on the asteroid that I'm sitting on, maybe our spaceship will float off, and I don't want that to happen. I wonder what happens if we turn it off. Almost want to leave this thing running. Well, it looks safe. Let's get our drill. Resource mining. Looks like here. Now I'm going to really be disappointed if I go off the edge of this thing and I start falling. I'm so nervous. I just don't know enough about this game to know. It looks like right here we're fine. So let's shoot on off. Take that leap of faith. Look at all the Sathium. It's a shame you couldn't stick a mining device on the small vessel. Come up here into space and mine these asteroids. So we're going to need a lot of Sathium, a lot of neodymium. Drone on my map is making me nervous. I see it over there every time I look up, and I'm thinking something like that comes out. We're going to make a beeline for our small vessel and hop on and take off. This is great, though. This is exactly what I was hoping to find up here. It'd be nice if we could find one of those neodymium asteroids as well. And mine one of those. Get that ore. And then we'll probably start construction of a capital vessel. I don't see why not. I don't really know that I'll use it an incredible amount early, but what we can do with it is we can load up our mining vessel and go to the moon. And we'll take our hover vessel and our small vessel, dock it on there, and go to the moon. So it could be very beneficial to be able to do that. It'd be a way to get our mining vessel up there. Because there are meteorites. I have mined a meteorite on the moon that was Sathium, or it was something, but so there's a lot of things up there we could mine, perhaps that you can't get on the starter planet. Kinda keep looking over my shoulder. Looking at the mini-map up top, waiting on a marauder vessel to spawn in or something. And maybe it tells us on the screen if something like that happens. What do we have so far? 100, okay. Decent amount. We still need a bit more. I don't want to bore you to death with mining in this episode, but what we're trying to do is we're trying to set ourselves up for a future episode. And once we get the proper amounts of ore. And like I said, we can start making ourselves a capital vessel. Let's say we make a big one. But then we're going to need to go to the moon on our small vessel, gather up another type of, I don't know if you'll call it ore, but pentaxid, I think is the name of it. And make some of those crystals for our warp drive. Certainly don't need that immediately because we won't be traveling to another planet as soon as we create the capital vessel. It'll just be a way for us to transport our small vessel and our hover vessel, the mining vessel, around with us when we go to the moon. And, you know, slowly but surely we'll make our way to another planet. Warp over, check something out. Honestly, I've not been to any other planets, but just for a small bit of time, just for a moment. So I don't know the threats or dangers of other planets. I don't know what dangers they hold, but I do know that you know, it's going to be a lot harder than the starting planet. Just don't know how much harder or what it is that I'm facing. Seems like that was the one planet we went to had the troop transport that tried to board our vessel. That's the only thing I really know about another planet. Stuff like that, you know, could pop up. But I'm excited to learn the game kind of here as we play through. Gained a bit of knowledge before I ever started playing to at least give me a foundation needed to properly, I guess, showcase the game to others. And so I'm not a total dummy coming in here, you know, doing this Let's Play series. Played enough of it to realize that it's a great game and something that I could absolutely invest a lot of time into. You know, you're going to see me do these prefabs initially. I love building and using my creativity. We'll start off with prefabs, and maybe we take the core of the prefabs and just build around them. Or just start from scratch when we get enough resources. But resources are not super easy to come by early game, so not in the quantities that we need to make some large vessel like a capital vessel. So I don't want to mess up and get the mechanics all wrong on some vessel and kind of waste our ores. Looks like here, tiny bit there, we've gotten a big portion of this Sathium. I kind of made the decision to go ahead and try to get most of what's here. There's probably more on the other side that I'm not seeing. We're up to 326. This will save us in the long run having to come back up here and do this again. I also am not sure of what happens to this asteroid after we have put our hands on it and started to mine. Does it stay here? Does it go away? You know, I'm not sure. And I'm not sure if more will spawn in or if this is the there's just a static amount of ore asteroids or over time, you know, do we get more asteroids with other ores? Not sure about that either. We'll learn all that as we go along, and I'm sure a lot of you will leave comments kind of helping me out along the way too, that have either watched others play or have played yourself. So I'm going to shoot on back over to the ship, the small vessel. We're going to hop in, we're going to fly around for just another moment and see if we can find one of those neodymium asteroids that may be floating around out here somewhere. Just trying to nip up the last little bit of this stuff here. So we've been very fortunate. Oh, there's still a good bit up there too. Oh, and all of that over there. So we're just going to call it right there on mining that. What a great find, though. That was excellent. Tremendous amount of Sathium that we just picked up right there. Matter of fact, it's 391 to be exact. Excellent. And I like the fact that I was able to land on this asteroid and fly over to the next one over. That's a pretty cool feature. I wondered how that was going to work. Old Crow and I took a capital vessel with a mining drill on the front of it and mined. I was flying towards this one because it looks like something on it, but it's just a shadow. So I had to be careful too, because I think I can cause massive amount of damage to my ship if I crash into these asteroids. I'm not sure. Looks like a neodymium over there, but I think that's a planet off in the distance and not an asteroid. Really cool. Yeah, he was telling me today that you can have, if you set your own game up like on the server, you can have however many moons that you want for a planet, asteroid belts for all of it, you know, and that's really cool. Alright, so there's something right there. Wait a minute. Did we just fly a circle? You hear that noise, you know what's about to happen. We're gonna load her up. I don't think that was the same one. Oh, wait a minute. That thing's moving. That thing is moving away. I want to take it out, though. I absolutely want to take that out. I just don't want it to take us out. Oh, wow. Did we just destroy it? I think we did. Okay, now this is another thing that's in question. I don't know. I guess I can... This is scary because I don't know if I hop out of my vessel, does it go floating away? Will it stay right here? Like, can I just get close to this thing and then jump out of my vessel? Let's level it, balance it out. Get as close as we can without hitting it. Oh, my breath. Okay, nice. So it's all balanced. Look at that. Look at the power coils. We need those things so much. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't know what that space drone plasma, you know, it sounds pretty formidable. I don't know exactly what it would do to us if it were to attack us. I think I was fortunate to kind of sneak up behind that thing, and the other one just being docked, like no one was even in it. Well, what a good run this was. This is kind of my first experience, at least on my own, going into space and mining an asteroid, taking out those plasma drones. The power coils were very needed for, you know, if we're going to create ourselves a capital vessel anytime soon, be able to load up our ships and go to the moon. It's necessary to have those. That may actually suffice for the lack of neodymium ingots or restrum or anything like that. We may be able to just plug those in. Whoa, what is that thing there? Is that the trading station or... Okay, trading station. It looked a little similar to a marauder vessel that we took on the server actually earlier today. Oh... What is that? Okay, he's a long ways away. We're going to take another chance. Let's go ahead and reload our gun. We're going to take another chance to take one of these out and maybe get some more coils. This one looks like... Oh, we were able to take him down. Take him down and take on his loot. Oh, going way too fast. Way too fast. Get to going pretty fast here. Alright, what is level here? Okay, that's level. Let's get right up behind him and loot this sucker. Alright. Am I not close enough? There we go. Flux coil on this guy, no power coils. That's okay though. We were really fortunate with the massive amount of those things we were able to get from the last one. So I think I'm good for space this day. We'll come back out here again soon and see about the neodymium ore. See about getting that. Well, now we need to fly around and try to enter the atmosphere somewhere around the area where our pond with the little thing, the little island in the middle is. I really have completely forgotten exactly what it looked like. I don't know if that's it right there, but I know it's a lot easier just to enter the atmosphere instead of having to fly around the world, you know, once you do re-enter. So let's just take a trip around the planet here, see what we can find. Just go ahead and enter right here, and I guess we'll take a look at the map once we do re-enter. It's burning up. Okay, where are we at? This is all stuff we have explored. Of course, we've been all over the planet, so. Okay, let's balance out here, level out. And that's the village. We're pretty close to the village, right? Where are we at? Drone base. I swear. Epsilon. We're over here. Yeah. So we just need to turn around like so. And now I should be able to just go straight across here. So it would have been so much easier had I just re-entered the atmosphere. But good thing we got some magnesium, because we are out of rockets. Really close to being out of rockets. We used a bunch of them while we were up there. Let's check our bullets and see. Yeah, we're running low on those too in this Gatling gun. It's crazy. Okay, so the effective range with the gravity on the planet is only 347 meters. In outer space, however, it was 700. Oh my gosh, I didn't know I was flying over a POI. That's not good. I took a hit too. I don't know what's on the bottom of our ship. Let's get out of here, level out, and then I'm going to check the map again, make sure we didn't get off course somewhere. We did a little bit. We needed to do a bit of exploring anyway to kind of find out if there's anything else on the planet that we need to know about. That almost looks like our base island right over there. Is that it? No. Oh, there's a drone. I don't know why I just clicked the button. I panicked. I saw a drone behind us, or something behind us. So we should be getting a lot closer now. So it is. This is it right up here. This body of water should be our base. It says we have 200 and something minutes, actually 300 minutes left for fuel. Well, that's nice. You know, we planned it just right. We spent most of the time in space where you can see easily, and showed back up on our planet as the sun was coming up. Oh, look at that gun just firing. Now, we're going to need to make more bullets for that too. Next episode is going to be an episode of ammo making. Matter of fact, we might have to do that now before we go much further. Beautiful. That was an excellent run. I was excited. I was pretty nervous about that, honestly. Something that I did not have the opportunity to do on my own before. That I was nervous about going out and... Oh, we don't want that there. We want this here. And that there. I was pretty nervous, like I said, about going out on my own and doing what we just did, but it worked out beautifully. So we can make an incredible amount of things now. I think we need the flux coil for a warp drive for the capital vessel. So that's going to save us the Zascosium ingots and some Arrestrium. Of course, we have a bit of that, but that's going to save us having to use that. If I plug in these power coils, I guarantee you. Let's look at the blueprint again for that capital vessel. So neodymium 196. So we are going to have to. Let's see how many. Let's go ahead and get the sathium ingots going. We should be able to make, oh yeah, 10 for each one. So 76. So 5 makes 10. Nice. So it's the same for those. So the neodymium is the one thing we're short on. I say next episode maybe we go back to space, hunt for, how many do we need? 196. So that's not a lot. Maybe we can go take out a POI somewhere around here as well. Let's get this all sorted here. I need to get some oxygen and eat again. We'll go ahead and eat now. Over here and grab some oxygen. Anything else in there? Nope. Bunch of rock dust though. We're almost out of oxygen there. Well, we have plenty of that to go around. Matter of fact, while I am doing this, let's check our ships because, you know, knowing me, I'll just take off to another planet and I'll have no oxygen in a tank. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's jump jet. Turn it off. Click on the O2. Alright, now let's check out our little vessel over here. I'm not sure. That's an oxygen generator. Let's see. O2 tank. Let us click on access. Could have been getting oxygen the whole time we were in there too. Oh, you know, something I want to try. Well, Crow told me today if I shift click. Okay. You probably all were losing your minds at that. So I can just shift click and it'll just fill all the slots. Alright, nice. Let's go ahead and harvest our garden again. I want to get this expanded soon. I want to get more things growing in it. We have the slots here. I just need to make another light, extend the concrete pad down, and all of that. Let's take a look at our generators. So this one has generated a ton of oxygen. Oh! I didn't do that. Okay, not a lot, but it's a start. I may end up making more of those things. Who knows? Maybe do a test and stick one up on the platform up here somewhere and see if they can just make the hydrogen without having to do it that way. Of course, I need to stick it in here. And we could make some more of those. Look at all the sathium ingots we were able to make. Almost better part of 1,000, almost 800. So how many did that ship take? Sathium. Oh, it's actually the right amount. But I think once we put in some things like maybe a flux coil, throw one of those in there, a core, reactor core, you know, some of this stuff, the power coils, it's going to reduce the amount that we need of those things. So the neodymium, absolutely going to need that. That's the one thing we're going to have to travel to space and get. Outside of that, though, you know, I think we have almost everything needed to get to work on a capital vessel here in the very near future. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up for this episode. Thank you for hanging out, watching. Join me again tomorrow as we search for neodymium ore and maybe take out a POI. See you then.